What's up, guys? So we got the general in the shop. Okay, so first of all, took the doors off, the windshield's off. I put the tender springs in, which I guess we'll start with the tenders. So we got the black tenders on there. They're Razor Aid by All Things UTV. Pretty easy install. The fronts you can get on without a shock compressor, but then you gotta wind it a long way. So I actually built the shock compressor, which I might show in this video, I might not, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, and then we get the rears in. These ones are the ones you'll need the shock compressor for sure. So yeah, those are pretty simple. Like, you just jack it up, put jack stands on, take your shocks out. Actually, Cade's working on it right now in his 900. He has the shocks right out of it, and then he's got the jack stand on there, and the shocks are out, so he's doing his right now. And so there's just kind of a view of taking them off or whatever, you know how it is. Anyway, so then we've got those in. I took the windshield out because I was actually going to bring it to the dealer, and they were going to do this, like the door recall for me, where it splits kind of along the top edge, because that was just pissing me off. And I found out it was a service bulletin or whatever, service advisory that you could get done. Anyway, so I contacted the dealer, tried to get all that, and it had expired. So my dealer actually pulled some strings for me, and we got the new updated doors. So that's these right here that we have. They come in there. It was sick too because it was expired. I was allowed to do it myself, so I just brought them my old doors, and I actually just picked these ones up this morning. And so here's all the shit it comes with. Ton of shit. So like a lot of bolts and clips and everything. So yeah, we've got a whole mess of stuff to deal with there. Yeah, it even came with new hinges. So anyway, I was gonna bring it into the dealer, and my windshield's actually cracked. It came that way. So it's like, just to avoid them maybe cracking it more, I took it off. But then it was awesome. They were really cool about it. They let me just swap mine out for the new one. So that worked out good, because I like to do everything myself if I can. It just nicer, you know, what's done to it. You didn't, you know, they didn't wreck something or whatever, you know, because I haven't had the best experience with dealerships working on stuff and whatever. They, like, for instance, when I bought my turbo, this top dash piece sort of is one piece on the turbo, and it clips off just like the general actually. And it was all faded before I bought it, so I said, okay, you guys should replace that, because, you know, it doesn't look new. So they said, yeah, no problem. So then they get the part in, like, I don't know, it took them forever, like 2 months or something stupid to get the part in. They get it in, and I was like, okay, so yeah, I can just bring you my old dash piece and the little there's like a little console pop-up thing, because I don't have ride command. And they're like, yeah, it's actually pretty hard, so you should bring it in. And I was like, it's literally like 2 Torx bolts here, and you just push it forward and pull it up. So anyway, I had to get the service done, and to keep warranty, I got the service done at the dealer. So I brought it in, and they didn't even end up putting the dash on correct when they did put it on. Like, over here underneath the, or atop the cluster, they had this clip way out and everything, and it was all not adjusted right. So I ended up having to take it off anyway. So it's like, if I would have got them to do the doors, they were also going to charge me, because Polaris wouldn't cover the warranty, because they Goodwilled the new inner doors to fix the separating issue. So I've kind of got a lot of work to do there too, because the guy who put the upper doors on, because this is a used unit, he completely stripped all the bolts, so getting them off was not fun at all. So I'm going to have to get new bolts for those. So the doors probably won't go on right away, but I'm thinking I'm going to put these tires on right now, because with the amount of lift on this thing now, it's going to look so much better on 30s. As you can see, we have a whole bunch more clearance. So I think I'm going to throw those on quick right now, and then we'll kind of just show you guys that, and then I'll maybe go through the doors too when I do them. Yeah, I'll probably go through the doors on and see how this thing looks on the new tires, and then we'll try and piece it all back together. But like I said, the upper doors are going to be a bit of work for me, because of how you have to kind of notch the top of the door. They're the seismic ones. But yeah, so right on, we're gonna fucking get to Alrighty guys, so here it is. Got the new tires on there. Well, actually they're the ones from my 900S. If you look in my old videos, you'll see they look a lot better on this machine, and this thing is tall now with the tenders and the 30s. We got 3 more inch of tire, plus I think 2 to 3 inches of lift with these tenders, but this thing just looks badass. So yeah, I put the windshield back in, hooked everything up, and I have one guard to put on. I bought some radiator guards for the side there, so I'll go ahead and put those on. Looks like we have good clearance with these 30s, and that's a 30 by 10 15 Mud Rebel RT with STI HD wheels. So nice, love this combo. But yeah, and then I did the what are these, Mud Pro or Mud Buster? I think they're Mud Buster. The gas tank kind of guard there, and then on this side I did the battery guard. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it covers that area there. Those are a pain in the ass to do. My advice, just don't get scared to bend it too much, and yeah, you'll be good. So I think we're gonna go ahead and kind of start on the doors, putting that all back together, and then this thing will be good to go. Yeah, so those guards I was talking about are Mud Busters. So I've got these ones here. These are just plastic. I know you can buy an aluminum one of these, but I don't believe they can actually sell an aluminum rear one for the gas tank and the battery, because you have to actually bend them so much that I don't think you'd be able to use an aluminum one. So anyway, yeah, see, covers. They kind of only give you instructions for the battery side, which I started with, and it's a lot harder. So yeah, that's not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and install these two. I see you just have to drill 2 5/16 holes. And so we're probably going to put those on quick too before we start the doors. Alrighty guys, so I got the general all back together, and I even got to take it for a ride yesterday. So we swapped out the Polaris decal for the 117 decal. It looks better. So I just have to do something with this hood. I was thinking I might just get it wrapped in the exact same orange to kind of cover it up, or might do black or something. I'm not sure yet, but that's not gonna bother me too much for right now. But yeah, the wheels and tires look sweet on this thing. Like, yeah, I think it looks perfect. Pretty cool with the Rebel flag with the general, the whole General Lee thing. Anyway, yeah, so I got it a bit dirty. Also, I'm thinking I kind of want to do the XL fender flares on it, because then I see they cover this hole here where you just get a ton of stuff up on your skid plate. So that would be kind of nice. But we got the new upper doors. We got these new door skins in. They look really good. The only thing with it sucks cutting these out. Like, you can never get it perfect. Like, I tried to get it so close and tight and perfect, but I still messed it up a little bit. And then I had to drill out this hole too, because my bolt was interfering and it wouldn't lay flat. But it was cool that my dealer let me do this on my own, saved me a bit of money. Got the new doors, or the new inside door, and the new frame with the new, it's a cable. But yeah, so doesn't need much else on the inside. I got the rearview mirror back on. It's on there very lightly. I fixed it just enough to make it work. But with the gun scabbards on the back, you can't really see out the back anyway. But they're kind of a nice little addition. Like, they came with them, so I'll probably leave them on there. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe the XL fender flares, and maybe do something with that hood. And I'd like to get some side mirrors for this thing too, because, you know, you can't see a lot out of there with the rear view being where the gun scabbards kind of are in the way. But where did it go? Oh yeah, it's right there. You can see a hole and then 2 other holes for like anti-rotation. But yeah, so overall, not too bad. I actually got a spare Gates belt with it that's already broken. That's nice. Get the new wheel lug key for these new wheels. And then I painted this shock tool after I did the tenders. I didn't take it for a long enough ride to tell you how good the tenders are, but it felt pretty smooth. Yeah, yeah, so overall, we're pretty much like gonna call it a day on this project. I like the height of it. It came out really nice height. After taking it for a ride, it sagged itself down just a little bit, but it's still really nice, aggressive looking front end. Like, I don't know. I'm happy with the general project, kind of how it went. And yeah, so basically that's a little update on the general and what I've been up to. Yeah, it turns out sweet. That's pretty much it with this thing. Like, doesn't really need anything else. Pretty much have went through everything, which I kind of went over in the last video, but yeah, it's been pretty well 100% gone through, and it's ready for get put to work and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll have some fun with it for sure. Thank you guys for watching.